So I've got my ramine coming off the spinal nerve there. Again, it's a little simplified for actually what's going on, but it will work well enough, I think, for the schematic. Want to make sure that I take my object, meaning this unit now. Let's hide the stack now that we've checked everything's working what we want it to do. And let's edit, delete by type history, so we don't double add a move twice. We'll freeze its transformations because I have to go back to 0 and we're going to center the pivot. And now I'm going to take the letter D for the pivot point and the letter X, which means snap grid. And using just the red X arrow, I'm snapping to the X to the grid. So now that's the middle. So when I can flip this now theoretically and have it come together with its mirror half. So we'll try that. We'll go into mesh. Again, mirror. This time we don't want to cut the geometry. Instead, we want to combine it. And if I use the automatic, I think what you'll find, sometimes you get a little oddness in the oddity of the is, see, there's a lot of more than the vertices we wanted to join, a couple joined on the edge here. So I'm going to undo that. But basically, the merge threshold, the automatic one was too large there. And some of these points that are not on the edge, but literally close to it. Specifically, here, these points and these points were close enough that they ended up merging across the gap. So I'm going to change that from automatic to a very small number, because really all I want is literally just those vertices right on the axis there. So if I do it now, I'm trying to check it, select it later. If I do it now, I should get, see, now I get a cleaner model. There's no overlapping there. See, in my my anterior median fissure has created a fine too. Now I don't want generally these lines in the center, even though in this case I kind of do, because I want to suggest that little dip. Very rarely have I found having an edge in the middle by itself is really a good thing. What I would be tempted to do is grab that edge and put 2 cuts on it. But an easier thing would be to bevel it. Bevel's going to let me see what happens if I do. So what it did was it moved that distance, essentially created 2 lines. Let me undo it and show you again. So that's the original edge. I left the segments at 1. The width is very small, 0.5. And in this case, I did use pretty much all the auto settings. So when I say apply, it moved that. So now instead of 1 edge, which is kind of pointy, it's got a very small little valley in there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side there. So now I have a little more of a because I have that flat face in there, it's going to hold that shape, I think, better when we render it. Okay, so we've got our unit now.